Hello. Today we're going to start working on making a beautiful sunflower, and I am going to draw the sunflower out first. We're going to use pencil to do the drawing first, and then we're going to add in color pencils, some crayon or oil pastels or both, and do some blending, and then we'll have it all come together. So I like to work typically in odd numbers. So I'm going to try to draw 3 or 5 sunflowers. I think I'm going to focus on either one. I'm going to proportion them out, and I am going to just make kind of a contour drawing of my interpretation of a sunflower. So kind of a contour drawing of one, and then bringing the stems down where I assume the vase will be. And then I'm going to draw another sunflower. I'm just kind of enjoying the lines. And I like to crisscross. I'm not worried if one is in front of the other or whatnot. I'm going to color and use that all to my favor. I guess I'm going to stay kind of on 3 flowers, looks like. And then we know that sunflowers typically have some leaves, so we could add some leaves. You notice I'm putting a lot of weight of my art here and then coming down. So now I'm going to add a little bit of a vase, and just kind of making that vase up and letting it kind of fall in its place. I like to add, everyone knows we like to add a little bit of pattern, different types of pattern, to give a little bit more weight to the whole thing. And then I'm going to put that vase and sunflowers on a table, and I'm going to add a little bit of, we'd say like an apron or some sort of cloth on that table. Now in the background can be fun to add just some simple lines. That has a little bit of weight there now, and then do some crisscrossing, maybe little things here and there. Now some students would like to add little hearts, stars, little images. You could even draw in little puppies or whatnot. It could be fun. Unicorns, mermaids. Okay, so I feel pretty good about that. That could be a pretend window, or it could be a wall. You could just have anything you want. We could even work over here. Like I like to add in little hearts, so I'm just going to do a pattern of hearts. So you notice that I ended up landing with 3 flowers plus a vase. So if I think about it, I have flowers, I have a vase, I have a table, I have a background, could be a window or a wall or whatnot, and then I have a pattern of hearts. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3s and 5s. Now I'm going to try to pick my favorite colors and maybe add one. So my favorite colors are pink, purple, blue, and green, and then I'm going to add one, so that will give me 5 colors. And if I haven't had a chance to say it yet, I want to say thank you very much for doing art with me today. I absolutely love doing art, and I love creating together with others. I wish we were here all together, but I guess this is the way we're going to do it. So what were my favorite colors? Pink. So let me find some pinks here. I see some shades of pink. So pink, purple, I absolutely love purple as well. Blue, and I said green, right? Now, if we consider this one color, but they're shades, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and I want to pick one. My son is filming us today, so I'm going to let him pick the color. Out of all this here, what color would you like to pick, Eli? Orange. Okay, so we will make orange work with that. So these are 5 colors. Okay, and very pastel-y. Now I do love working with oil pastels, crayons, color pencils, and we're going to blend them. Okay, so I'm just going to do kind of a wash. You can use crayon to do this or oil pastels. I'm just going to do kind of a wash in the back. So we're going to choose orange to kind of play with my sunflowers. And you notice that I'm way out of the lines, and I'm okay with that. I think imperfection is much more beautiful than perfection. I'm not really picking where my light is at. I'm just kind of just enjoying it. It's been a while since we've done art, so I'm just enjoying it right now. I'm just kind of playing. And then, so with that, I think looking at my orange, maybe just to not go too strong, maybe I'll go with a lighter pink. And I'm going to do, well, I might change my mind now. Do a little bit of a pink, and then I'm going to go a little darker pink. Okay. Now for our stems, not that your stems have to be green, or leaves. We all know that I don't particularly care for putting the exact colors of the items. It does not have to be green. You know what? I'm going to go with purple. So I'm going to do purple leaves and purple stems, just to kind of show that we don't have to do the exact color of what is perceived. And then we're going to blend all these together later, and hopefully it'll come out pretty fun. And then we could have something that we can give or keep. So I'm coloring in the background. Some people like to do their backgrounds first, and that is okay. You notice I'm leaving a little bit of a space between the colors, and that is okay, because we're going to blend all that. And then I'm going to go a little darker blue below down here. I'm going to kind of wrap around my hearts. All right, that's filling up pretty quickly. Now, I should continue to finish everything, but I kind of want to show you how we can blend and make some of this work together. So I'm going to find a color pencil that I'm going to get very familiar with. It's going to stay in the blues, and it's a little bit lighter than all the other blues. And I'm going to use that to kind of blend my background just to get the feel of it and see if it's something I want to keep working with. Okay, I'm all right with that. Now, we all know that I don't particularly care for just kind of hatching along. I like to move the color pencil in a lot of directions. I want to round it. I want a concave, convex. I want to kind of do all these different little lines. I don't want just quick hatch work. I want it to spin around everywhere. Just like a butterfly. A butterfly flies in all kinds of directions. I want to color as if it was a butterfly coloring. And it's just flying around everywhere. So I'm feeling pretty good about this color pencil. I'm definitely going to hold on to it and use it to help me finish more of this art. I'm really starting to like how it's coming together. And I'm thinking at the end I might use a good pencil and help outline some of the art. Yeah, I like that. I'm going to hold on to this color pencil. I really like it now. It's going to become a friend. Now I'm going to add this green. So what's really fun is how blue and green next to each other really can be fun. Back in the old days, they would say blue and green didn't match. But I'd look at the sky, I see blue. I look at the ground, I see green. So I think God says they match. So different shades of green, and remember I'm going to come back and help blend them. Now if you're getting tired of using your dominant hand, let's say your right hand, what's really fun is you can work with your non-dominant hand, and that would be my left hand. And since I'm not too concerned about staying in the lines, it gets a chance for me to work with my non-dominant hand. And I think it's good for the brain. All right, so my orange is pretty strong up here, right? So I think I need to balance that orange down here. And then I do have a strong amount of purple, so it's kind of centered. So I'm on the fence here. Do I spread my purple out this way, and then I land my orange in here, and then I come in with some green and pink in here? So I'm on the fence. I personally am trying to keep these colors separate of each other. So blue's not touching blue again, green's not touching green again, and then that way it can be kind of fun. It's just a big jigsaw that comes together. So let's figure out this dance. I'm thinking purple probably should go out here somehow, and then maybe I could reuse it if I have to. And then okay, so I might have to come back to that, and then I'm going to add a little dark. There you go. So blue, maybe blue's here. I don't know. I'm going to try. So let's do a little bit of blue in here. Try this dance. Now I know I'm working kind of fast, just for kind of a show and tell, but I want you guys to take your own time and work on it nice and slowly. We all know if the artwork is given its due time, it always comes out so much better. And I've been trying to share to not let frustration win, to work with the art and whatever it may do. So making mistakes work in your favor. Instead of seeing them as a mistake, see them as, oh, that was a good idea. I never thought about that. Let me try that. All right, so I think I need to use some orange, right? I wanted to draw some sunflowers today because I've been saying that today is National Sunflower Day, March 25th. So if we do this today, or we do this tomorrow, or we do this anytime this week, we're celebrating sunflowers. I'm going to sharpen this a little bit with my color pencil. And now, remember, you can use your color pencil sideways, perpendicular, blending. You can use it all kinds of different ways, okay? You don't have to use it just one way. So I'm going to do a little bit of blending. I'm going to blend it up here too. Oh, what should I put here? I don't know. Is this a green? I was saying not to touch. I think I'm going to try it. I'm going to go a little darker. And now I'm going to use this one color to help blend everything. So I'm going to go through my greens, I'm going to go through my pinks, I'm going to go through everything. It's just kind of a wash. And if it shines through a little bit, that's fun. You notice that I might have to re-sharpen this again. Right. So obviously we could keep working on it longer and longer and making it more and more complex and adding more and more beauty to it, which is absolutely wonderful. These hearts right there, they may want to have some color, but I'm just going to kind of go through them. And they're coming through in pencil, which is kind of fun. Like I said, if you get tired of using one hand, you can always use your other. And I feel that when I do art, I don't necessarily feel like I'm just coloring. I almost feel like I'm sculpting and creating at the same time. Kind of making something from nothing. Shake off some of that. Starting to get somewhere. I'm going to save this one. I'm going to go back to the pencil I was using. And if you have a darker pencil that's in the B category at the house, that could be fun to experiment with. It'll give a nice darker shade. I'm going to use this and kind of outline certain areas. Now what's neat about using a B pencil, especially over an H pencil, is that the H will kind of shine through, and the B itself, I use it more for shading purposes or kind of highlighting areas. Now when that pencil goes through some oil crayons or oil colors, pastels, it gives a really interesting kind of dance. Now I'm going to kind of highlight some of my leaves. I'm not capturing all the lines I've done, but I'm capturing some. And I'm just really just having a good time. We've taken a blank piece of paper and we've done some art on it. And now this piece of paper has so much more to it. Come down here and visit that vase again. Okay, so I'm going to finish up this last little sunflower here. Pretend like I'm thinking about some of its inner seeds there. And then I'm going to kind of call it on this one. Now we know we need to sign it. So I think because it's a little bit heavier here, I'm going to come and sign on the left corner. And I typically just write my first name, Bryant. Can you see that? So for today, I would love for you to try to draw some sunflowers and just enjoy yourself. The idea was to use mostly primes. So 3 sunflowers, 5 colors, and then 5 areas of the paper. Okay? I hope you enjoyed. So some sunflowers I drew with you, and I can't wait to see the art you've made. Thank you for doing art with me today.